Sana kwa sana album reviews, karibu kwa edition nyingine ya our album reviews. Asante sana kwa kuwa hapa, asante sana kwako kama ni subscriber wa hii channel. Na kama niko joined na Irauka, niko joined na Roger,
gang
na Morionzenza hapa. Mosoti. Na based on your reference, tunaangalia Victims of Madness, debut album ya Wakadinali, who've been doing amazing stuff for themselves na getting their name out there. And wamekuwa na a series of a lot of songs, wamekuwa na mixtapes ndani ya Cockpit ya kwanza na ya 2, and that was their last project, they dropped in 2018. And then now here we are 2 years later with their debut album Victims of Madness. And Morianzanza, unakula Weetabix. Sijui kama so ningependa uanze juu pia for the simple fact that ni ulisikiza hii project mbele ya any of us. So
like when you listen kama Morianzanza.
Na kuna wengine hapo hawajasikiza, so I'm practically you, just niko hapo physically.
So mimi I liked the project. Most people hawapendi the album juni inatumia drill beats, and maybe that's actually the reason I know drill ilianza US ama wherever.
What's the difference between drill beats and trap beats?
Drill is from UK. Nasiji, I don't know how to say it.
No.
But it's hard hitting. Alafu kuna venye ukiandika verse kwa a drill beat, kuna venye you have to pace yourself. It's different from how ukiandika a trap beat. Kuna venye tu ukisikiza
vile umesema hivyo, like the mental picture of how it sounds when it hit, like nimekuelewa.
Oh yeah.
So drill hata when hit like nimesikia customs on like a drill beat.
Yeah, exactly. So mimi since 2012 I've been listening to grime. Nimekuwa nikisikiza grime for the longest time, so nimesikiza grime, nimesikiza drill during your period, nimesikiza garage. I've been listening to a lot of UK sound, so sindio sasa
like nastuka the names.
Nika dubstep hivi lakini drill, lakini dubstep like it's interesting. Dubstep ni kama house lakini so I was just amazed kusikia Wakadinali wamechoose your sound ndio what I go for kwa hii album, so I appreciated it more, though I feel ilifanya Siwasaida haikumfanyia justice, because I feel Siwasaida alikuwa na sound more choppier on this beat. Like drill beat I don't think is enough for Siwasaida. Ile kuna this classic hip hop beats, kuna sample, kuna like ukisikiza ngoma ka Glock from his album,
yendo mana driller mwenyewe.
Sasa mimi that's the point yenye mimi I don't see how that works, so I prefer him in but for the others, for Domani and for Ska, I feel nikawa walikuwa smooth through the whole project. Which is something that's weird is my favorite song kwa album ni Morionzenza, which is not a drill beat song, because it sounded more Wakadinali than other songs, and also because I think I have had more time to digest kuipenda, so it's something that nimegrown. Yeah. Now let me tell you mine. The hooks. I don't think nishaiko disappointed. Okay, kuna some points nimekuwa disappointed, yes, but mostly with Domani's hooks. Hey, me I don't know. Me kwanza wacha na track list. Morianzenza, Cheswo, Triple XL, to Dilated, Njege, Stroke Sanse. Kwanza hiyo.
Njege Masanse.
Okay, wapi nani was the one that yenye ilikuwa a little bit nyara.
Wapi nani?
Kim Jong Un. Avoid those people.
Wajua kwenye nipenda na nini Kim Jong Un. How alirhyme na impromptu.
Yeah, I know.
I like that.
So yeah, there was that alafu Sasa kuna the content. And yeah, these guys are victims of madness.
So umesema the hooks
The hooks are good.
were good.
Hooks za domani they were good.
Oh, bwana nimesema.
Ni this one song.
Mori anzenza huyu.
Oya, jibu mbaya wewe tutapigana. The only one song I had an issue with the hook ni wapi ni nani. Wapi na nani? That's the only one I had an issue. Zingine zote zilikuwa generally really good hooks. From domani, zingine zilikuwa zinatoka kwa Siwa Saida. So I had no issue with that. Sasa ikuja kwa content, these guys are actually victims of madness. Honestly, I don't staki maisha yao naogopa. What else? Domani sijaifanya kitu mbaya, but mimi I'm a peaceful guy generally. Review doesn't count. Kama nimesema kitu mbaya nilikuwa nadanganya. Ni street cred nilikuwa najaribu kujinunia.
Na size umezipoteza zote sasa.
Which is sad.
But
anyway, you guys man, mimi nasikia domani akisnitch hadi wabeshte zake. Dutchman mwizi man, hananga profession, which I don't know, that's why nasema like when it comes to the whole title of the album versus whatever the content of the album, I feel our song is perfect. And drill beat was actually a perfect way to showcase that kind of message. Adi ukienda UK, that's the same thing that drill beats zinafanya. Drill beat is sort of more gang.
Yeah, the drill pia as a genre iko na hizo nini za gang and criminal activities. So I agree with it.
Alafu this is my other thing, avoid those people. Particularly line ya ska ya kwanza. Man, fuck those people. You ukiniona avoid me. Nilikuwa natembea tao. Wakati hiyo line ilinihit, nilisimama, nikapose ngoma, nikacheka. It was a really good line. Like kila msemo mwingine kwa avoid those people. Man, fuck those people. Mimi ukinicheki avoid me. I was so impressed. Nilisimama tao. Nikatoa earphones
lakini ningetaka kusema like ska, what I've come to expect from him is like such tangents which are good. Like sisi sema ile catch off ile vibaya, but like unajua hata mimi like nilikuwa na expect kwa hiyo avoid those people, mtu mmoja aseme mimi ndio hao people, mimi ndio nafaa avoid. And like bila lisema like mimi niko na nini, but na get clear unasema juu kila mtu anashinda kusema
avoid those people, avoid. Alafu it's a long song, it's an 8-minute song. So kila mtu anasema avoid those people, alafu ska amekuja huko mwisho. So it's something me at last can't expect. Me honestly I did not expect. Nile I was just listening to the song, enjoying it. Alafu
busy avoiding those people.
The verses that were here, they were good. Boutros did his thing. Breeder, LW. Abbas. I don't know. Abbas did his thing. Kulikuwa na umse mwingine. And this one guy. Anaitwaje? Chanangalia. Let me confirm. Elisha Elai.
Copyright. Hey, I'm sorry YouTube.
Elisha Elai. I don't know what about his rhyme scheme. Ilikuwa inakaa off but still impressive. Like ilikuwa inakaa something, I don't know, just ilikuwa inakaa weird but it was amazing.
Unapuliza kitu yako. Sikuna ni gani? Ni iko hivi for others ndio kuna ngoma fulani mtu asema pupu. Asante sana. Like they're talking about shit, but the way they're talking about it is so casual.
I've realized actually that with Wakadinali, like wao kibonga hawana
kuna vaslani sema ya kushuta. Yeah,
bora ni kule nishute ni
kuna hiyo ile nyingine ya
suicide.
Ni suicide ile asema like uchinge kunukisha.
Ni suicide.
Uchinge kunukisha juu kuna huko kuna mwenye kushuta sasa.
Ni suicide.
That was a bad. Juu it came out of left field.
Look at the things your friends like. Finally some diversity.
Friends ngapi?
Unajua kile ni bamba. Ujamaliza zako, si ndio?
Sijamaliza.
Endelea.
Nilikuwa wapi? Na Diana Codes. Ali come through kwa the 2 verses zenye alikuwa nazo kwa the album.
Kumurianza pia.
Ali come through, it was a different thing. Honestly.
Come through.
Hey!
Ukusema come through.
Though I feel like ni obe baba. It's a kissy phrase, but it's okay.
Alika like
Okay.
What do you mean come through? Like
Ukusikiza.
no.
Ukusikiza album, ufai kucomment.
No, but
okay, link.
No. Nilifika track 5 and kwa Murianza ni track 1. So I listened to one of the Diana Codes features.
And you're
So,
pretty sure.
We are saying so quali come through like
Okay.
like in a good way, like or you noticed her on the verse and then like
I feel like her verse was good in that song.
Murianza.
Okay, it was not the greatest verse that could have been there, but it was a good verse for that song. And where it came, na venye ilikuja, venye ilingia and all that. And I stand with that.
Like umiteta like
I stand with that.
No, I stand with that.
So yeah, Mimi, I feel like
Hey bro, you must.
the featured artists were good.
Diana Codes.
So you know me natetea album, you know, get your album. So yeah, generally me I love this album. Granted, Mimi,
Okay.
it's a drill album. Mimi, I'm a grime fan, so
Gangster.
Many gangster.
so me I love the album. I would have preferred a hip hop album from them, but I got this and I appreciate it for what it is and I like it. So yeah, that's my review of Victims of Madness.
One thing na enjoy about Wakadinali ni bazao si typical. Like hata wakiongelea, because mostly na feel rap yao ni very sort of documentary, hata kama ni very gangster. Samisi.
What you're about to experience is street knowledge.
So kabla, so I don't usually gravitate to like a hard gangster nini, like the hard life leo watu umeoa say because kuna bafla sijui ni kani huka kusema kutoka jela anapata food imepigwa something so kuna huka hiyo kutoka jela
mimi najua ni kutoka jela na
Murianza
na alikuwa na dem
so like yo like see gravitating to you like when you gangster when you hard nini but sasa kuna snippets of like Eastland's life ile wana tell kwa throughout the project ile nani like it's very fascinating too. Sababu nimegrow up Eastland, so like me vitu na relate to kuni ya weed ile sama kwa addict like say by the way their writing is quite like hata kama kuna tangents like in their verses na nini, but like wakitakuleka subject unasikia wanaongelea hata kama inasound kama very very crude na utakuaje kwa sijui najarufunga ni hiyo kinendaje akisema anasema story na weed nasema is maisha is ngori or something maisha is ni hard like and then when anasema story ya weed haisemi ni kana praise which is like I really appreciate you in terms of vile imeandikwa overall na enjoy kusikiza ska. First of all anapenda blues switch flows like and then ata switch flows kwa ngoma, si sote ata switch flows sote atakuwa na one flow kwa ngoma and then nyingine hivyo like ata switch kwa ngoma moja anza kuna like 2-3 flows then blues anachika na feeling hard nini domani bado hiyo delivery yake mina take like bado sija take to it Juliana fit buzz zake kwa actually bila fit words zake kwa the buzz
so anataka compress too verbose
is very verbose so national nikifine kama anatoka outside the buzz to just slightly but like nile like for me nani
coloring outside the lines
lakini unajua like at least na feel he's not a sound kama any other rapper, which I appreciate you like it's hata afadhali uko sound kama msi, lakini sikuget sana kuliko una sound tu like nikikato hivyo unajua ndio ni voice ya Domani lakini ni
voice ya someone else.
Overall like in terms of like depth na nini vile nilikuwa nimesema since ni vile imetokea na ni project nilifeel nitaka ku get into more, sijeza ku get into vile ningetaka in terms of ndo niseme like the buzz, but in terms of vile nimesema vile nilisikia how they're talking about like the Islam life and then vile wanaongea maisha yao, but walikuwa na pia kulikuwa na hizi tangents washirika kuongea mangeos as in it's but then again like cause if victims of madness haikuwa na mimi nilikuwa na feel haikuwa na passe the theme was victims of madness, so you can talk about anything, unaweza kuwa crass, unaweza kuwa unajua like ilikuwa na room for experimentation which na feel imefanyika, but sasa pia kuna nyingine kayo ya mangeos kila wakati like na get lakini pia unajua it's very obligatory, it's like unajua kwa sababu mimi ni rapper lazima niseme even ndio nilikuwa na feel
ndio
ama kwa sababu ni gangster lazima niseme jukawa ni gangster kwa pia na feel unaweza sema vitu zingine, but overall ni kitu nili like I was pleasantly surprised kwanza hata nikiingia at first my initial thought nilikuwa sure sitalike kitu juu unajua like zile beats na rapping on si beats mimi napenda but like vile nilikuwa nasikiza like the words zili drum in more hata siku like now nika get into the beats.
Uliza Munga avocado zetu kifinyo
unasikia baka hiyo like mina feel such simple bars per se lakini it's very creative in terms of like it's not like
this is the normal.
It's not the normal.
So track tano.
Aje.
Tuambie maoni yako ya track tano.
Maze.
Yeah, so for the first time sikumaliza project. And sijui mbona umenieka hapa, it feels like I'm back in primary. Na moja.
Utafanya homework.
Nakwambia usimame sijui
ama
nyuma ya class.
Kneel down
Alafu mkono.
Mkono. Very very idiotic.
Kwanza hiyo kukolo watu
It's fine. Sikumaliza project. I found it very very difficult to get into, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Why did you find it difficult to get into? If you don't mind me asking.
I guess issue yangu ni the writing. It didn't really excite me enough to want me to keep me going on. Like to keep me listening, which is very very interesting considering music that a 22 track that was.
Very.
I guess I assumed it would be the quote unquote typical Wakadinali, the witty lines, the crime references, drug references, the girls, and yeah, so
they're fucking your girls.
Yeah.
Not just girls.
That's exactly.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I was right.
Yeah.
In my assumptions, and they say don't assume, don't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes.
Victims of madness.
Yeah. So I only got to like Love Song, which was very surprising because when I saw Love Song, I was like, Love Song.
Doesn't sound like
Wakadinali album, but then kusikia it does nothing.
nothing.
As in walikuwa na love hiyo song.
It has nothing to do with that song. I liked the intro. Clearly, it's like hearing what he has talked about, what he has touched on, and I think you will touch on as well. It was very documentary. Like they were documenting or they were telling stories of the streets, hood and everything. Now, I don't know, for me, I feel it's real, but I think your intro had to be there just so that people don't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
Kwanza kuna this penye the song that starts with askir alafu gunshots.
The interlude.
Yeah, the interlude after the song afterwards.
The next song is dilated.
Dilated. Like,
For that name, the interlude.
Yeah, so, but I liked it. It was the sikupenda venye ilifanywa. The voice accent. No, the intro.
Yeah.
Coincidental.
Yeah, hata mimi sikupenda hiyo nini. Like they should have gotten someone different.
They should have picked it from a movie,
from a movie.
Something like that.
Yeah. Morian
On the
Zenza,
bite.
Diana Court, Z.
Sawa.
Mbona zi?
Finally.
Z. No. Kwanza venye basi yake inaanza, I think nikali ingia mapema.
And then I'm very curious, mbona iliachwa? Ama ilikuwa stylistic device?
It's a bad stylistic device.
Yeah, actually was impressed venye aliingia.
Obe Baba. No,
Angesema either kisi accent na ingetokea vizuri. In
my
head.
What does it mean?
Oh God. Obe Baba.
For real? And then she sings.
Masoti?
And then the
Yeah.
verse
Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? Mbona imekubamba? Just tribalism.
No, it's not tribalism. It's representation. It's the lens you look at it through.
Perspective.
It's representation.
But it has absolutely hawangemweka man. And it's weird. Honestly, before leo Morian Zenza mituanga ngoma after verse ya ska. So when you nisikiza album ndio ndio kuna feature in Diana Court. Niko like Diana Court wanakunga kwa ngoma. And even after I listened to it, I had to go to the video because I mean that like in the album
The album basha.
and then kumbe like I
kuanga
video pia. It's like verse yake zi. I know I usually mituanga ngoma after verse ya ska, and I was afraid of missing anything, but I was not missing anything. Triple XL, we touched on it for reaction. I still felt the same way. The verse is it's too repetitive at the end, and it's even more repetitive now, so you can't even get the verse chorus ingine moja. I don't know. Nilipenda Chess War, nilipenda Love Song because it was very surprising when I saw Love Song, and I was please not another rapper trying to feature Love Song. But I was very surprised that I hope they didn't do that again. Happened in Africa. So niambia but Wakadinali na Love Songs, so I'll be very very interested.
That was. Kuna kadhaa.
Wakonazo.
You're beautiful.
kuna kadhaa.
Wako umekubali.
Niko pitu one.
You got me complicated.
No, kwa hii
before the
Ahsante.
previous one.
Because unajua hiyo kitu tabia marapa kwa Love Song. At least Wakadinali wako like nyi kama mpendi ngoma zetu za gangster msikujia hapa. So yeah, hapo ndo nilifika. I might go back and listen to the project in its entirety kwa pesi yangu. Maybe like one song a week.
Clearly keyword ni pesi yako.
Yeah, pesi yangu because yeah, I don't know. It's not something I actually gravitate towards.
Yeah.
And I learned from the best that nothing really matters. So
Bars.
thank you for that, man.
Double entendre.
Triple
ndo hizo. Nilijua niko surprised, but pia siko surprised, and niko surprised because hujamaliza the project. I mean, it's 30. I mean, it's a first, but pia siko surprised in terms of joisi content yako.
Yeah. It's not.
It's not your type of content.
Yeah, I'm a saint.
I think I think as far as documentation goes, the first level yenye imegusia in terms of documenting their lives, the lives wale wako around them na their experiences. So you have that in the project, which is what wamekuwa kifanya with the other songs na the other projects pia. It's there. But pia kuna documentation in terms of imekuja at a time where drill has been something globally, and they are also documenting that moment kupitia album yao kukuwa na a drill project, Kenyan drill project. For a debut ingekuwa a few boom bap kama ndani ya pitch tu, a few boom bap tracks and some songs ingekuwa hivyo, but sasa imekuja where they're getting into drill and there's this big global movement here, the sound, and also documented that, which touches on the production of the project, which is just drill. Na I think one of my favorite instrumentals ni you come on the dilated Njege na Ahsante. There kuna a violin and it starts and then later kuna some bass that comes in. I love that, and that's just about it for the production. It's just you have these heavy beats that you have. But sasa in terms of venye wana handle their vocals, hakuna something extra in terms of how they're layering their vocals, how they're layering the choruses, ad-libs, and just either extra things that production that you get, those subtle things zenye zinakuanga that make songs or make albums unajua full and a full musical experience haziko kwa the project. But that's ukiangalia for them just here to rap and to rap na ni hivyo, and that's it for the concept. Ni venye ulisema ni victims of madness, so kuna the aspect where wanaongelea experiences zao as victims of the madness of society, just being caught up as young youthful men when you're trying to make a living, and wako also into crime, the fact that you're getting into crime because of your circumstances and now you have to do this. Hata kuna song where Suicide says utaibiwa mtumba na mchuma. I loved that line, that thought. That thought, and then kuna either Cheswo Niko Cheswo actually,
because I remember
that
listening to it.
Niko Cheswo. And the other song where he also talks about uliambiwa ukusikia but uliambiwa na Fox, ona sound of gravity force nini watakusikia ugidi na ghost. I loved how he rapped kwa hiyo segment sana, but there is that. So also in terms of how kukua just victims of circumstances, society, kuna pia your government and what it's doing to the youth, and also there's something pia so alisema kuhusu lazima kabali fall ndio youth man grow, lazima sijui uhuru aeni tupate freedom. I loved that kwa the project. Pia kuna aspect ya the victims of their activities. Ukiland kwa mikono zao, unajua wewe as a victim of their activities. Una get exactly. So there's also your aspect ya mtako victims of our madness. These are lines of usikuje huku, we do this. So kuna hizo aspects that also come through kwa the album. The concept around the project which also touches on the themes zenye unagusia huko ndani. Now for me the intro didn't amount to anything in terms of it being that easy events, see real, they're just incidental. And then after track mwisho so your intro ilienda. I felt as if that right there was an amazing concept. That right there
story or something.
Ingebuild kungekuwa na something, because now all through the entire project it's real, it's them, and unajua sasa niko na feel ingebuild better into concepts and stories that tie in. You know how you can write and just reference things subtly, ikukumbushe things. So they really lost the opportunity ya kufanya hivyo with that intro and telling his stories and reminding us and even creating characters or something, and you see just telling you how gangster we are. You get how gangster we are through the entire project. But nakumbuka mlisema hizi stuff si real. So na feel wangemekizo weave stories into the project. And then with the interlude ya the gunshot, I liked it sana. But sasa ukiangalia when it comes to dilated, still wanajiongelea. Nilikuwa na feel ilikuwa chance for them kuongelea about those people who were shot ama that person who was shot.
Nilisikia kulikuwa na some elements of wao kuongea hisi hapo ndani like
no iko
especially anasema mimi ndio lebo yanaweza kuwa na hisia sana.
Kuna hiyo kwa verse ya Lishelai and then pia kuna nani pia also talks about hisi, I think Ndomani kilifa to hisi, but anasema that specific song that is still iko centered on them. See now about like Emily happened jana usiku just something kuna boy ilipatikana nini also nika the same thing to discuss kwa Triple XL ile intro ya the news.
The news.
These guns were found on what?
Yeah, and then it didn't.
So kuna those things zenye wako nazo. Iko pia. Kuna those things zenye ziko hapo na feel zingetumika better in terms of their writing.
Ama zitumiki at all.
Exactly. Ama tumseme sawa tuachane nazo because hizo ni instances where you can really build upon concepts. It's the same thing I felt ndani ya Cockpit 2. Ikianzanga kuna yenye ni kama the aircraft na take off. Unajua and then after 12 tracks they come back inside the land, but hizi songs in between you forget about the plane. You forget about the plane. Hakuna anything unajua that feels as if uko kwa air and you're nini that ties. So I felt the same thing with this project na ili disappoint sana that they're using these things, these skits, easy interludes and excerpts that are not going anywhere. Now, contrary to you, for me the best performer on this project was Suicide. For me the best performer on this project was Suicide. I loved Suicide on this project. Sana. I loved his verses. Actually, he's becoming my favorite member.
He's my favorite
he's becoming my favorite member. Sana. For me, Ali show up, Ali deliver. And nilipenda the fact that hii project pia ame show up juu kiangalia the other projects akukua as much though kwa Pit 1 alikuwa 2 akukua hapa amekuja after his project his debut album Giza Katululu ilitoka last year hapa hivi ame show up sana alinibamba sana. For me alikuwa my favorite performer for the entire project. I loved his verses, I loved his diction na napenda his thought process sana more than the other two members. Napenda thought process yake pia inanibamba sana. Nimesema something about tangents, that's my issue. Kuna idea Victims of Madness, yes, as an entire project. But what we always say kwa single song unajua there's a way you set us up with your hook that summarizes the entire song, but even within a song if you move and then unaongelea dem flani pale coast na spam ya India kuna hizo and that especially na come through na Domani na Ska sana ni kama I think ni kwa Triple XL ama ziko extra pressure kiongelea venye kuna pressure dem amekosa periods later he says something sijui usikwe na mademo Nyeri but mimi niko na wawili unajua then baadaye I think this end tena Rono
usikwe
unajua
usidate mademo itwa Njeri
but mimi niko na wawili kutoka Nyeri then baadaye pia sa story ya this end tena Rono so unaona so just a specific song just I prefer just focus, stick to the theme, deliver na umalize. Unajua deliver na umalize. And then pia domani yako na hiyo nini ya kubring mapeng na madem kwa hooks pia as well. Unajua sana through the entire project. See only the relevance. Just try and stick through to a theme na umalize. Pia Suicide did your mistake. Kwa avoid those people. Kuna place where he talks about venye nilichapa kujua mimi pia mkali kwa bed. He does that na come on mbona umenio direction sana and then and then kwa Kim Jong Un I love so for me when he comes through kwa chess war yenye niko za nyama wa shadow man niko za yenye umeonyesha niko za sawa I just felt yenyewe si ati nini the same thing pia kwa Kim Jong Un alikam through basi ya mwisho sawa umeshowcase stuff and he comes through bifiti then the last verse he says venye nilikuwa na demo wake, nilikuza demo wake wife kwa my bed of roses, there's something he says kama hiyo niko mbona umemaliza university hiyo walikuwa come through poa because kuna idea ya maboy aliingia mission motu ujana report ya DCI imesema boy ni Kim Jong Un, so just sticking to hizo themes are more, but for me alikuwa my favorite member in terms of performance. Sasa ulipenda hooks?
Of course.
Ulipenda hooks. Msikia hukiada lete.
Mbona hukupenda?
Hata kwa umetaja juu.
About passion say.
Nini?
20.
I think Njege either dilated ama Njege na Sanse na wapinda nani versus za Domani. You like the entire album. Me versus za Domani on those two songs na yani unasikia yenyewe ametoka ako off, the rapping iko off, you can listen, you can hear, unajua, and because what is happening you can even feel it. The same na avoid those people. Kuna a point where towards the end so past it's you what and even you got previous song so that tunadu
avoiding those people.
So for me and Naju, I know that was their mentality going into the project, that Domani has been killing their hooks. Na amesifiwa sana for their hooks. For this specific project hazikuwork.
I felt
for this specific project, one ilikuwa na feel ilikuwa monotonous kumtumia kwa all the hooks.
Kuna zingine naenda kufanya. Kuna moja yenye naenda amefanya. Unatongaje?
None.
Okay, after this
Domani has done all the hooks kwa hii project. And for me ilikuwa na feel even creatively speaking, unajua just another member alafu unajua alafu unajua kilisema kwa Triple XL how it was long, then after hizo verses muongeza, so angalia before that kuna Cheso pia walifanya the same thing, they did the same thing, walienda una add chorus mara juu nne. Why? So for me hizo as you happy test or as you nini, so for me to come hizo with the choruses up for this project haziku work. And also his verses, kuna some of them ako offbeat, anatoka nje, and then hizo issue ya yeye kwenda kwa tangent pia na ska is something sipendi about his verses. Unajua similarly to Morio Nzenza, and it's something Juliongelei track last year I wrote about it. Whatever you've said, the same thing nilisema. First and foremost, their verses has a focus on what the theme is about. All of them. Kuna lines zenye zimetoka nje wote. And kwa that review sasa Diana Code sasa your verse has nothing to do with the ones. Like, nothing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Umezanangala tu vinikompanisha.
Wewe umesema basi ulipenda.
Mimi nilipenda. Wewe usidanganya.
Nothing. So
imani.
Wendo Kanyari utafuta bwana. Bali nimekumbusha alikuwa nayo barini. Ni darawio popo nikawacha kichwa sana lotion.
That wasn't hilarious.
No, really nilipenda. No, for me, avoid those people, and I even wrote about it pia. Ni naipenda for the shock value. Naipenda for the fact that the featured MCs wali have kuingia zone ya Wakadinali. You can notice they had to get into Wakadinali state of mind for all their verses. So I liked, so the first time nisikiza I don't know reason ni review hiyo shock value nilipata ni kwa also wameingia kwa hiyo zone, kina Boutros, kina Brida, all of them wameingia zone ya Wakadinali. But so ukiangalia thematically speaking kuna a lot of shortcomings. Sana. Elisha Elai talks about rap and how good he is, and amekuwa mboga boss tangu za gidigidi.
Let the chorus
also unboggable enzi za kidigidi. As in, like, you know, there's some bars.
Issue ilikuwa how he put it.
Na
Maybe it's how he put it. Kuna venye hiyo rest yake ilikuwa nakaubia. But interesting.
Acha nikushow. Kuna bars zingine like if it's
Okay.
like if the fruit is too low.
too low.
Like cause hiyo unboggable na gidigidi, that's a bar that ilitumika unboggable ikitokea. Unajua? Na at that time ilitumika. Ndio nimeishia hapo.
So for me that was about these people just for the shock value. Though sometime when a bass comes in, I feel like na shout his vocals, you know, I feel like na shout ikianza. And but there's something I loved what Brida said kuhusu nini akisota atauza kidney ngambo nilikuwaza yeah. Alafu kuna something alisema ati nini madhaki alishika mimba kwa kesha nilikuwaza alisema sawa msani nilikuwaza sawa. So I just love the zone wenye waliingia, but kuna so many tangents zenye sikupenda. And then for me the choruses were just I get their mentality going into the album, but an entire album just choruses done by one person. And then what we said with Triple XL, how they are so wordy. And then another thing with the album in terms of production now, in terms of layering, it has sound just like one long song.
Yeah.
Una get akuna hiyo ati this is the chorus, this is the verse. It just sounds like one long song. One long song. So in terms of creative, because when you're at the end of the day, we are making music.
Yeah.
It's music we are going for.
Yeah.
Unaona, so just making it musical in these aspects, just do that better. Experiment na hooks tofauti, zisikuwe as wordy or mse moja amezifanya, because hapa nilifeel hooks zilimiss. Yeah.
Yo, any last words Mosoti?
I still love the album. Na mimi amwezi ni show.
Hatuna shida.
What's the last words?
No, but verse
Sawa, this was the last words. This was the last words. Yeah.
This is the album.
So Giza dilao.
I will hold my last words. Mni follow. Get my last words.
Handle liko wapi? The point.
Ataka.
Wapi hapo chini.
Ataka hapa.
Some last words zako ukimalize.
Moria then.
Madenge madingo.
Ningesema like sija
Also naweza dise tu kiasi. I think also and it's something I wanted to make a comment about. In as much as we are depicting real life experiences, I think we also need an aspect of creativity.
Yeah. Definitely. I feel in terms of Wakadinali as a group and the music they make, the essential for like in terms essential for music in general in Kenya. Like music hiyo inahitajika ndio pia watu wajue ipa nyingine vile kuko okay, so ipa like cuz so jo vile wanaongea like rough things as in the very like kayo hii album vidiko na very crude language, unajua, and it's iko na shock value vile ukasema, na mimi pia naenjoy shock value, lakini pia vile umesema hiyo room for creativity, I think they should try and explore that more pia ndikwe like ikue isienda kwa monotonous ile, unajua ngoma ikitokea watu wangelea tu hizi na kusema hizi, unajua.
Forgive them Munga for they don't know.
And with that
kama umesikiza Victims of Madness, I think most likely umesikia kama uko hapa at this point. Kama ufika hii point ya hii video mchu umesikiza, and tuambie maoni yako kuhusu the project, na asante sana kwa kuwatch.